Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? Metaverse Millen here. How are we all today? So we're filming again. I've got the day off currently. We invested about $200 in Upland yesterday. I'll show you the strategy, what I actually invested in, and where we're going to actually buy some more properties today. So if you do like this content, please click that subscribe button. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we will be putting the money back in we make from AdSense so we can actually buy more properties, grow this account, give more UPX away to players, and just actually grow Granada Hills more as well. If you don't know what Granada Hills is, it's a node we're actually building up right now. I'll show you on UPX land quickly right now. You can actually see the data. You can see the floor price going up in dollars, so you can see it was sitting at $5 there, and now it's sitting at $6.99. And then you can also see up here $6.99 and then also $4.75. So you can see how much it's gone up, and then you can also see the median price, how much that's gone up as well. You can see here $24.50 now is the median price, the average price of sale in Granada Hills, which is absolutely amazing. You can see as well like $6.99 US dollars is the floor price, and then 9,500 UPX, but we can't buy that property. There's someone's in the jail in Upland, so we'll show you quickly right now. This is Granada Hills, so the floor price is getting bought, so we can actually raise value. So the more you actually invest into Granada Hills, the more you can actually grow and just make more profit off your investment. This is not financial advice, this is just in-game money, but you can actually turn that into dollars if you want to, if that's your strategy. Mine's just growing in-game currency currently, but this is just like a game which I love to invest in. Upland's basically a virtual property trading game. Each property is an NFT, and every property is linked to the real world property, so every address is so you can actually understand what you're buying and selling. You could buy your own house in Upland, a factory, a building, a business, so it's really cool like that. And then I've basically invested in Granada Hills, trying to raise the floor up. You can actually see the floor is $6.99, so we'll just keep buying properties in Granada Hills, and then you can see 9,500. So once that person comes out of jail, we'll be able to buy that property as well and try and add that to the portfolio. So what I'll do is go over Granada Hills quickly right now, or I'll actually go over to UPX land, and then we'll actually see, we'll go to properties, then property search, we'll go over to Los Angeles. I do all my properties in Los Angeles, so I don't actually invest anywhere else. I've still got a couple of properties in Detroit from when I filmed, when I started filming, and when I actually started in Upland. I couldn't afford to move to LA, so I actually started in Detroit. So I've still got about 30 properties there if you can find them. They're at a cheap price if you're in Detroit. I can drop them down as well. I have got a 10% discount, so you can actually use that if you want to buy properties. Just go to the offer and then go down to select 10%, minus 10%, and then I'll accept your offer. If you watch these videos, just comment Metaverse Melon or something like that, you know what I mean? I'll accept the offer. So yeah, that's really cool what I actually do to players, give away dollars as well. So if you own property in LA or Granada Hills, I'll actually buy that property off you as well. So it's a way you can actually get money out of the game without having to rely on someone else coming in and buying your properties. I'll be investing about $500 to $1,000 each month, so no matter if I'm buying your property or just buying anyway, I'd rather buy the subscribers' properties. So what we'll actually do is go over to Los Angeles, Granada Hills, and then we'll actually go down here. You can see the sale price to $10.50. So I don't think it's actually refreshed right now. So sale price right now, 130% markup. This is crazy. So if that's not refreshed from yesterday, I think UPX land, the data is here. If I actually go here as well and click for dollars, then search that, and we'll actually look for the cheapest. $5. Someone's got yeah, there we go. So $5. We'll click on this property right now. We'll go over to it, so we'll just keep buying the floor. So if you invested at $5 and then someone else puts a property on for $4.50, your property will be harder to sell. But then if I come in and buy the floor up to $6, you've got more chance to actually sell your property as well. So this doesn't help my account grow, as it just helps everyone's account grow, sorry. So my account grows, but it'll actually protect your assets in Granada Hills as well. So if you buy now, the floor will stay lower. I'm not going to raise it to $10, $20 like that, but it won't be staying cheap for very long. So the more people that jump on now or watch these videos, the more profits you can actually make. But this is not financial advice, but this is in-game currency which I like to grow. I do love Upland that it's not linked to a cryptocurrency. It's totally a token, so you can actually make money and know that your money's not going to fluctuate. It's very simple. You've got a wallet and everything, but it's all behind the scenes. So all you need is a Facebook login and a password to sign up if you're new to it, and then you're basically using properties to create value. Just buy really unique properties, try and raise value awareness to those properties, and then sell them for a higher price. If you own the property and hold it for Like Granada Hills, it'll probably take about 6 months to mint out. So if you own about 100 properties and then try and mint it out, you're creating more value for the 100 properties that you already own. So if I've got 250 properties or whatever in Granada Hills and I've bought them all for $5, if I raise the floor up to $10, that means like all those other 250 properties are making like they're worth $5 more now. But then obviously I've spent about $60-80 buying the floor, so I might get a few bad deals, but then at least I've actually raised the floor, so then all my other properties what are on sale at that higher amount will sell easier. So if that makes sense, sometimes it looks like I'm buying a bad deal, but really it's just raising the floor. Because I've got a higher amount of properties at a higher price, I can actually afford to like raise the floor. If you've not got any other properties to sell, like you're kind of like losing your money by just buying the floor. Like I don't want small players to try and buy the floor and lose their money at all. Like if you're a big player and you've already got a lot of investment in Granada Hills, your properties you bought for $4, or say you bought them right now for $5-6, then like you raise the floor to $10, each one of those properties will sell easier at $10 or $9.50, you know. So that's basically the plan. I bought this property right now. You can see for $5, and there's one for $6.99. We'll actually go over to this property right now as well, and then we'll click on the search button, click paste, and then we'll see what this property is looking at. This is in Granada Hills as well, just on the border. Then we'll see what this property is. So we'll click on it, $6.99, 77, 113. So we'll buy that just because it's in Granada Hills. It's worth the value each time. I believe in like getting the best deal, but like Granada Hills is going to grow, and I just believe in like the vision behind it and the dream, and like this is just the start. This is like 1-2% like where Granada Hills is right now, and it's already gone up. Like we've affected the floor by what, it's gone from $5 all the way up to like $6.99, and now it's up to about $7. Yeah, we've raised the floor about 80%, you know, in the last 48 hours. So imagine if everyone else what jumps on it, and now there's such a community. If you want to jump onto it, I've got it in my Discord down below. You can jump in, chat to all the other community in Granada Hills and see what they're selling, what they're buying. People Stake Spark will help you out with builds as well. So it's a really good environment, really cool if you want to play it. Like your mum and dad can play it, you know, your kids can play it. It's just a really good environment to be in. So what we'll actually do is click on this one as well and see where the property actually is. And then this is me just buying the floor in dollars, actually just holding the floor for Granada Hills. So it doesn't show at like $4.99, it'll show at like $8, $7 now. We'll click on this one as well. And then when I get enough UPEX as well, I'll buy unminted properties. I'll mint properties out in Granada Hills, and then I like just use a profit in UPEX, what I make off selling properties. We'll have a look at this at 113. It's expensive, but I have the dream and the vision of actually growing Granada Hills, so we'll get it. This is just me like basically holding down on the vision. Like I'll just keep driving forward with this each single month, you know, and then eventually I'll have like 10-20% of properties, and then like less people. Like if the property is bringing in 200-300 UPEX a month, you're not ever going to want to sell it for less than $10 anyway. So it's only like some of the bad properties. Some people might get really good money now, and you might think it's crazy that I'm actually buying the properties, but then all those properties will be gone, and then Granada Hills will be more stable, if you get what I mean. So in the future, like we own a percentage, and then those UPEX we can actually convert into dollars and then sell for UPEX of dollars, buy for UPEX of dollars, sorry. So that'll be really cool going forward. But right now the account's currently sitting at 6,762,000, which is amazing. We'll be able to sell the properties we bought yesterday. We'll buy some more properties today, and then we'll be able to raise this floor. We'll be able to raise this net worth, sorry, to about 7 million in the next couple. I think in the next week probably we'll get it to 7 million, and then we'll be able to raise it closer to like 7.2, 7.3. I'll buy a few more properties, probably get it close to 7.5 by the end of the month. Then we'll buy in again, get it up to about 8.5, like 8.6, that kind of price, and then we'll just keep buying properties slowly. And then once Spark Week comes up, we'll invest, like push the account over 10 million, which I'll get to executive, and once I get to there I'll get the 1.2 Spark, so we'll be up at 2.88, which will be amazing. So I'll have that extra, like basically 33% nearly worth of Spark to actually add on to the structures as well, help them build. Then I've got another like lot of friends like basically in Upland where are behind the scenes like offering deals for Sparks. So if you've got properties building in Granada Hills, I will be running more competitions to do giveaways to help you guys actually build your properties. I've only got like 2 Spark, less than 2 Spark right now, but there's a lot of people who are actually really good at Upland what like support this channel, what will actually help out with giveaways and support smaller players as well with the journey. So have the same vision as me, like, you know, it's kind of cool. So we'll all kind kind of jump on and push the small players as well. I will be holding properties in Granada Hills as well, so you won't be worried about the floor going up too high. I will be doing giveaways each month or something like that for properties in the future, you know, once we start getting Granada Hills more stable, and then I own at least 500 to 1,000 properties, we'll be able to start growing from there. So we're about 30% of the way there right now. By Christmas time we'll have a majority. I think we'll probably be there, probably about 1,000 properties by Christmas time, which will be really cool, and then we'll just grow it from there. And then at the point we can just keep the floor constantly stable, probably looking at about $25. That sounds like really optimistic, don't get me wrong, but like that vision, I do believe that anything what comes on the market below $25 we'll be able to grab up and hold in the future. You know, like some of the deals might be like, whoa, what are you doing? But eventually, like, there'll be no more properties in Granada Hills. Between the team and between all of us, we'll have everything minted out, and then like as long as there's a player what watches these videos, if you watch them now, you can see the growth going forward. If you go onto UPX Land as well, you can actually see. So quickly I'll see what I just bought, that $8.99. So now the floor's sitting at $9. We'll actually go over to these two properties. This one's at a 93% markup, this is at 104, so we'll actually have a quick look at these two. Paste in this, and then we'll actually see. So this should have a high UPX monthly yield. So if you actually have a quick look here, you can actually see how much the property brings in. So 104. So this is not the best. I'd probably pay about $5, $4 in LA, but because it's in, do I get the floor up? And then that's another thing, I don't want to raise the floor too high as well, so like you guys can't get properties less than $10. So do we keep 947, 950? So we could actually like raise the floor up to $10, but then yeah, you can get minted, you can actually get properties for UPX. So if you're in Upland right now, you can actually see the grey tiles like this one here. You'll be able to buy that for like 10,000 UPX, you know what I mean? So once you actually generate UPX, I don't want the small players not to be able to get in, so we will leave that property for now, and I'll leave the floor at $9. People can get in, and then we'll raise it to $10 probably next week. So yeah, we'll do something like that. I don't want it to be too fast that people can't get in and like they've not seen the videos yet. So if you want to jump on now, you can get a few properties for $9, $9.47, $9.50, and then we'll keep buying these properties out, raise the floor to $10, $11 next week. So yeah, if you support this channel, if you like the growth, if you like the vision, please click that subscribe button, turn the bell notification on so you don't miss an upload. And then yeah, this is basically Upland, a virtual property trading game. If you want to invest, if you want to like try and make some UPX in-game money, it's tokens, so every 1,000 UPX is $1, and you can use a link down below to sign up now. So yeah, that's a link to sign up. It's totally free to sign up. You get 4,500 UPX, I believe, so you can buy your first property. I'd recommend Detroit or somewhere like that, and then once you get enough money, when Upland releases a new city, which they do, you can see all the cities in Upland and all the different like places that Upland's released. Not everywhere is open right now, so like if everywhere opens up, there'll be a little more properties to buy, so there'll be less chance of your property selling. So Upland create a market and only let a certain amount into the market, so there's enough buyers and enough sellers so they can control the market, which is really cool, keeping the price high. But if they release too many cities at once, you'd end up with like oversaturated with properties that none of your properties would sell. So if you actually look at UPX Land and you go over to properties and then you click overview, you can see here how many properties are actually unminted in Upland, the game as a whole. So here you can see there's 4,229,659 properties, and you can see there's 341,281 of those properties are unminted. So there's 9% of the properties what are unminted. So that's like 9-to-1 ratio. So that's really good. But imagine if there was like 1 million unminted properties still. So like there's so many properties that players could buy for 10,000 UPX. Why would they ever buy my property for like $12, $13, you know? So once the value goes up, so the more you invest in now, the more players will actually come into Upland. It's like the more properties are going down. At the start, LA was at like 200,000 properties of mine when I started Upland, and now it's down at like 147 or something. So it goes down, like you just have to wait. It's a long game, Upland. It's like an investment, like a dividend portfolio. I basically run it as. This is not financial advice, but I basically invest each month on payday and then just drive the value. I use the secondary market, so I'll buy properties for dollars at about 50% value, so the properties are about 50% markup, and then I'll sell those properties for UPX at about 100 to 110%, sometimes 95%, depending on how much UPX. If I can sell them for a higher price, I will, and then each day I just lower the price down a little bit, or each week I just have a look which properties are selling, which aren't. I have got a lot of properties right now, so I don't have to spend so much time. 800 873 properties. So every single week I'll have a look at a few of the properties. I'll spend 20 minutes just adjusting the prices on the market, and then I'll just fire them all back up on the market again, and then we just wait for them to sell, and then we just lower them a few, like 100 UPEX every single time. But I've not really lowered much of the prices. I like to hold the properties. If you're selling too many properties, that's a bad thing as well, because you're not making the most return for the value. So what I do is, like, if I'm selling like 1-2 properties a day, I know I'm kind of like at the sweet point, like where the tap, basically I like the water dripping. But if it's running too fast, I'm selling all my properties out. I have to spend too much work trying to like sell the properties. I'm only making like 500, 1,000 UPEX off each property. I've got to be on Upland 24/7. I'd rather make 4,000 UPEX off Upland but sell a property like every 2 days, and then just keep the money, like, which goes in profits, just goes straight back to Granada Hills. And then that's where all my value is, with 250 properties. And then once the value I drive up in this like area here, which is a node, I'll be able to like get more money for those properties like in the future, or hold the value of those properties. So if someone comes in the future and wants a good value, me and the subscribers, everyone watching these videos right now, will be able to sell your properties for like 3-4 times the value. This is not financial advice, but I really do believe Granada Hills will be at least $50-$60 by couple of years time, you know, with the value and like the worth and like the amount of spark all the players are actually messaging and talking about. A new node where you don't have to like spend loads of money to get in. So this is the way I'm talking about these videos now. So the more you can actually buy, the faster you can get in. I'm not trying to push Granada Hills if you've not got enough money, or if you enjoy somewhere else on Upland. Like, fair enough, like I love LA as a whole, but what I'm doing right now is driving the price up, so it's actually beneficial for everyone. If you buy a lot of properties at like 8,000 UPEX or 10,000, I think the floor is 10,224. Not for secondary hand market properties, but for actually like unminted properties in Granada Hills. So if you bought one of those for 10,224 UPEX and hold it, it brings in about 110,000 110 UPEX every single month, sorry. So it's like quite a good sale point. It looks quite good for me. Like if it brought in 110, I'd probably buy that straight away for like $5. So at a point when you've got enough UPEX coming in, you could sell those properties for 50% markup. But what I do is actually keep the properties in Granada Hills and then raise the floor up. So I'm not selling any of my properties for 50%. All the properties I've sold in Upland for dollars, I've sold for like 2-3 times X what I've actually bought in UPEX. Like I bought one bit of land for 6,000 UPEX. I sold it with a property on top for about $35-$40, and then I got another property which I sold for like, I think it was like $4.75, but I only bought that property like for, I think it was like 5,000 UPEX, so I lost a little bit, fair enough. But yeah, the property sold for about 90% like value, which was cool. So I don't plan to, like, if I've got properties what won't sell for more than like 80%, 90%, I just won't sell them. I'll just hold the value, put them into Granada Hills, raise the value up. They'll make 5-6 times X what I will do, like doing that in the whole of LA. The whole of LA is massive to grow. Like at the start I wanted to do the whole of LA, but I didn't realize how fast and how hard that would be. And with this YouTube channel, it's growing like 2-3 subscribers every day now, which is amazing. So thank you so much. If you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button, and you can see how much it's actually growing. But what we're actually doing is focusing all that, like, so if you think about a magnifying glass, we're just putting all that energy into one place right now, and that's Granada Hills. Yeah, we've got the factory, we've got the showroom. Once we get the cafe, once we get planning permission, once we get 5 spark as well, we'll be able to start manufacturing. We'll get a 3D designer to start making products for the factory. If you don't know where the factory is, it's here at Kingsbury Street. You can see the factory actually just been completed a few months ago. And then you can also see the showroom, which is over here. And then eventually we'll be able to get like a cafe and other stuff. We've got a ranch house going up right now. Another person's building a ranch house. We've got another place here, which is cool. Like more properties going up down here. My apartment's going up as well. So you can actually see like the areas starting to build up. The value's starting to come. So we're just kind of minting out as many properties as we can. These are FSA properties, Fair Start Act, so you won't be able to access them. Unless you're a new player, you've got less than 100,000 UPEX, you'll be able to like use these properties. A way that new players can come into Upland and not have to like compete against people like me and other people. So that's really cool that you can actually get the properties like before anyone else. I couldn't buy these properties. New player could, so it's kind of like really cool. I'm not against that at all. I really do believe that new players should be able to access the market as well and have some fun in it. You can see another factory going up here. You can see some of the properties, like these ones I want to buy in the future. You can see everything I'm just buying, and then I plan to hold these for like 2 to 3 years. And then in 2 to 3 years, this property and all this area will be built up. So that's the plan, like with my Upland account. Like, I don't plan to sell anything or get dollars out of the game. I'm just heavy investing for the next 2-3 years, and at that point, that's when I'll start to like look at really being clever about how I get the money out. So yeah, and I don't plan to ever take more money out than like what the account's generating. So like if I'm making like 14.7%, or if I'm making 30%, which I am now, I'll talk about that tomorrow in a new video, how I've managed to like double my amount. And that's just using the secondary market as well, because if people are like saying that you're only getting 50% for the value, but then if you're buying the properties for 50%, this isn't the time to sell them. So you're getting your properties at 50% of the markup. So you want to buy the properties at that 50%. And then once it goes up to 100%, that's when you want to sell. So yeah, you're getting the deals right now. You're not actually getting the money out of the games. So Upland's growing right now. It's still in beta. It's still like a game that's got a lot of growing, a lot of graphics, a lot of design, not even utility in the structures right now. So it's basically at like the beginning the Upland growth. Like think about GTA, it takes 5 years to build like a game after game, 10 years, you know, like how long it actually takes to build these graphics and these games. So imagine what Upland will look like in 2-3 years. So you're not just investing on the property and the surrounding area, you're actually investing in like the graphic designers at Upland, you're investing in like the utility they bring to the properties, you're investing in the team, like what they employ at Upland. So yeah, there's a lot more to actually like the investment than the actual property. There's a lot of different factors what come into it, what's really cool, but I plan on like investing in Upland because more people are going to come into Upland once they release the Asian market as well. You'll have like all like Japan and other places in, like I've heard Australia's coming. So imagine when there's like 2-3 times as many players buying properties, and then you've already bought like a certain amount. So the earlier you can get in, the better, as they always say. And then like I just plan to hold value, and Granada Hills is just going to shoot up. And then hopefully we can do that with the whole of LA once we get the account bigger. You can currently see the account sitting at 6,778,000. Hopefully we can get that up to about 8 million by next month, about 4 weeks time, hopefully with payday. So we'll push it as hard as we can, like get it up to 7.2, and then when payday comes we'll just push it to 8 million, and then all those properties I've bought, get it up to 8 million, they'll be at 50%, so I'll be able to push that to about 9 million UPEX, which is really cool. Get this up to about 900 properties. I'll get a few more properties in LA quickly, see if we can actually get any good deals. We'll click on this here. This is the secondary market, so instead of buying UPEX in the store, I'll always use the secondary market and get a good deal. So we'll actually have a quick look and see if there's any good deals. So obviously it refreshes, like I don't use any software or anything like that, so we check this every few hours just to see if there's any good deals what haven't been took up on Upland right now. So like if you see one for like 100 UP2 and no one's bought it quickly, you can get a good deal. And then you can also go to UPX land, and then what we'll do is go to property again, property search, and then we'll go over to LA. And then in LA we'll click on Granada Hills, and then Granada Hills will search status for sale. And then what was doing, no, not Granada Hills, just LA, sorry. And then we'll go to status for sale, and then we'll go dollars, and then we'll actually look for the cheapest markup in LA. So sale price $3.85, 120, and then we'll go to markup. We'll see if there's any below 103. They're all sitting higher right now, which is absolutely cool, because that means like the value's going up in dollars as well in like LA, so that's really actually cool to see. So what we'll actually do is go back to Upland, and we'll just have a look through here, see if there's any good properties we can actually get, and then like just grow the account a little bit more before we actually like leave this video here. But this is like the plan to grow and invest, and then like when we go forward we will be doing a giveaway as well. So 50 likes on this video will give away 5,000 UPEX to one lucky winner. Just put your in-game username down below in the comments, and then you'll be entered. All you have to do is have your account open and being able to send money over, that kind of thing. And then once we hit 350 subscribers, we're sitting at 345 right now, I believe. Let me just check that. Yeah, 345. So once we get up to 350, we'll be giving away 3.5 Spark for 5 days to one lucky winner. All you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and also have an active structure in LA right now getting built, and then like we'll actually be able to help out with that. So especially if you're in Granada Hills, we'll be doing like direct competitions just for Granada Hills going forward. I'm in talks behind the scenes to actually get that sorted, but we will have a lot of Spark going on. Properties in Granada Hills, I'm just trying to like get as much Spark as I can, so like players what come in can get their properties built a lot faster without the waiting a year to get the property done. You know, if you invest into Granada Hills, there will be Spark there to actually push your structure from other players, and big dogs like in Upland like myself can actually help the subscribers out in the small accounts. Yeah, it's kind of an incentive to like basically building Granada Hills. There'll be competitions to win and other stuff like that going forward. So yeah, if you want to jump on, there is sorry, there is a link in the description down below where you can actually go onto the Discord and chat about Granada Hills and other stuff. So yeah, we'll do competitions with that as well, giving away UPEX and other stuff and like properties in Granada Hills. So if you're not already, use that link down below to jump onto that. So it's a really good place to chat. I think there's about 30 players right now chatting in that Discord link. So yeah, really cool. So we'll actually have a look. The whole of LA, what we're actually going to do going forward. Get some secondary properties again, just see if there's anything I can get on a good deal. Just keep refreshing it until you actually find something. Then like this one, 65. Let's have a quick look at this. 91, so I'll buy this property right now. And then this property will sell for about 8,000 UPEX, which is really cool. So we've just made about 3,900 UPEX profit just off this property. All my properties I bought yesterday. I've sold about 7 out of the 30 properties I bought. So it's really good. I've made myself about 30,000, 40,000 UPEX profit. Can't buy that property, it won't let me. So we'll go to another property, see if we can find something. I've probably already tried to buy that, but 60 on this one. Can't get that one, it's already been bought. So we'll have a look quickly just for one more property, 62 here. That one's been bought as well, so we'll actually have a look. It's like this needs to update, let's refresh. Let's have a quick look for one last property. So what I'm trying to do is just get a good property with a high monthly yield, which I can sell higher for UPEX, sorry, back to the market. So this one's $4.25. It brings in 91, so I'm going to leave that. And it's not always the cheapest properties. You can get a really good deal. If you pay $10, you could get like 20,000 UPEX back. So don't determine by like the price of the property. It's how much like worth that value is off that property. So let's have a quick look. 68 here, 489. I already own that property. So let's have a look. 60, 52, 65, 70. Hopefully I don't own this one. I own that one as well. And then we'll have a quick look for another one. Hopefully this is fast. One more property we can actually buy quickly. 65, 70 on this one, 499. I own that one as well. It's quite good how I've like all the deals I find are the same properties I've already got. So just shows that like I've trained myself to actually find the properties that I want to buy because I just know where they are. Like that one there, 66, 40, 59, 72, $5. This property looks good, 104. So we'll buy this property right now and sell it for about 8,500, 9,000 UPEX. What will generate us about 4,000, 3,800 UPEX kind of range in profit once it sells, which will be really cool as well to actually get that property and add that to the portfolio, just pushing the account up further. So yeah, we'll buy as many properties and then sell them for UPEX, and then all that UPEX will reinvest back into Granada Hills and push the account up that way. So yeah, buy for dollars, which is the cleverest way, instead of just buying UPEX and then actually just buying properties in Granada Hills. If I buy for dollars in the whole of LA, I'll be able to actually sell the properties for UPEX and create a bit more value, and then at that point I'll be able, oh, there's a steal of a property, let's get that one quickly. 118 a month, that'll sell for about 11,000, 12,000 UPEX. Yeah, you made 6,500 UPEX profit just off selling that for UPEX instead of dollars, and then I'll be able to put that back into Granada Hills. And why does it sell for more UPEX? It's because the game pays you in UPEX or rent, so more players are generating UPEX, everyone's generating UPEX, so like you only sell for dollars. You only make dollars if you sell a property for dollars, so everything else is done in UPEX. So like you generate UPEX every single hour just by like owning properties. So more people will buy in for UPEX because they're not investing into the game, they're playing the game, if that makes sense. So like I can come in and get all these properties. So they can buy a property every 2-3 days for UPEX and then sell it for like a really good price in dollars, which I'll come in and steal every single day because I believe in the actual value of Upland and the growth. So we'll get this one as well quickly, and then this one's going in. So now this is actually picking up again. Sorry about the pace, I just wanted to make sure I got the right property. So we'll actually try and increase the account as much as we can. We'll get this one quickly as well. 107.12, we'll probably get about 10,000 UPEX for that, maybe 10,500 UPEX. We'll get that one as well, and then every property, so the account will go up like for the dollar price. So you're only getting, say the property I bought for $5, but it's actually worth 10,000 UPEX, I can sell it for 10,000 UPEX, and then that'll create the value back as well, because right now it'll only show 5,000 UPEX in my net worth, which is like the half the price of the actual property is. If I minted it for 10,000, it'll show 10,000, if that makes sense. What we'll do is just convert them back into like UPEX once they sell, and then we'll be able to like get the value and put that into Granada Hills. We'll just get that last property quickly right now, put that through the thing, and then we'll actually put these on the market to sell again, and hopefully they'll sell in the next couple of days, and then we'll actually like make another video showing you how they've sold and like which price they sold for, and then just show you the growth. You can actually see in the messages quickly once this goes through all the properties what are selling and like how much they actually sell for. So we'll just have a quick look now. We'll actually go over here, and then we'll go to messages, and then here messages, this is where all the sales come through, so you can actually see 12,000 UPEX 2 hours ago, 7,750. So all these properties here, I'm selling for 7,750, 7,500, but these ones I bought for about $3.80 kind of price. So these are all sold 9,000, 10,000. So I probably bought this for about $4, about $4.50 probably. And then these just sell. So every single day, like 2 days ago, 4 days ago, so you can see all the properties what's selling on Upland. You can actually see that the properties do sell. If you've got them at the right price, they will sell on the market. You can actually check the market price. You can go over here, you can actually go to Los Angeles, you can search that. We can actually check that to all. We'll go to we'll go to profit, sorry, we'll go to overview, and then we'll go to Los Angeles, and then you can actually just see the floor price. So if you actually look for Los Angeles quickly, it does that A, so we'll just change that quickly, Los Angeles, and then we'll click on this. You can actually see the floor price in UPEX and dollars. So if you actually buy a property, you can see if you have a property for 7,500 to 8,000 UPEX, and then you put it on sale for that price, you've got a good chance that it's going to sell. If it's out for 10,000 but it's a bad deal, like, you know, it's not bringing much UPEX in a month, it's not got much value to it, it won't sell. So you can actually check the floor price, you can actually see how much for dollars, you can actually get out as well, and then you can see the markup as well for them in UPEX and dollars. So yeah, use the data if you want to actually grow your account. It's very beneficial, it'll help you grow a lot faster. If you've got any questions, let me know in the Discord link down below. You can also message me at James UK. I'm on Twitter at Matt_Millen, and then also subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're not already. Please like these videos, subscribe to this channel, it really does help me channel grow. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be giving away 50,000 UPEX as well, so get involved with that. Share these videos, like the videos, comment down below your in-game username, let me know what you'd like to come to Upland, let me know what you'd like me to talk about in the next video. Until then, I'll see you soon guys, peace.